Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hairstyle was making you look older instead of brighter? It is a feeling many women over 60 share. No matter how beautiful your outfit or how glowing your makeup is, the wrong haircut can instantly add years to your appearance. On the other hand, the right cut can lift your features, soften fine lines, and even make you look a full decade younger. That is exactly what today's video is about. We are going to answer one of the most important questions for women over 60. Which haircuts make you look younger and which ones should you avoid? By the end of this video, you will know 3 timeless, flattering hairstyles that highlight your best features, plus 3 common cuts that might be secretly aging you. Now, some might wonder, can a simple haircut really make that big of a difference? Absolutely. For women over 60, especially those with fine or thinning hair, the right shape and layers can transform your look. Think of it as more than a style choice. It is an investment in confidence, self-expression, and embracing this stage of life with grace. A haircut tailored to you can feel like lifting a heavy weight off your shoulders, both literally and emotionally. If you find this helpful, please subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path so you don't miss future tips and transformations. The chic layered bob. When you think about the chic layered bob, it's not just a haircut. It's a refreshed version of yourself that feels lighter, softer, and more in tune with who you are today. So many women reach a point where their old bob starts to feel stiff, heavy, or outdated, and they can't quite explain why it no longer looks flattering. A layered bob changes all of that because it brings movement back into your hair, allowing it to fall naturally instead of sitting like one solid shape. The beauty of this style is that it adjusts to your lifestyle and your features without making you look like you're trying too hard. The layers soften the jawline, reduce bulk around the sides, and lift the hair at just the right spots so it frames your face in a graceful, polished way. And the best part is that even if your hair has thinned over the years, the layered bob can still create the illusion of volume while keeping everything light and easy to manage. There's something comforting about knowing you can have a hairstyle that doesn't fight your natural texture or remind you of the past. It simply works with who you are now. This cut is perfect if you want a style that feels modern but not flashy, youthful but not childish, stylish but still effortless. The layers give your hair a soft, airy flow that moves when you move. And that small detail alone can make you feel more confident when you walk, smile, or even look at yourself in the mirror. If you've been feeling like your current bob makes your face look wider or drags your features down, a layered bob brings balance back to your appearance by adding shape in the places you need it most. It lifts your look without adding drama, and it refreshes your presence in a way that feels natural, not forced. This is a hairstyle that lets you see yourself in a new light. The same you, just more refined, more polished, and more aligned with your current style. It's also incredibly easy to style. You can simply blow dry it with your fingers for a relaxed look, or add a round brush for a soft, smooth finish. A lot of women describe this cut as a small change that makes a big difference, because it gently highlights your favorite features while softening the areas you're not as confident about. And there's something emotionally reassuring in choosing a hairstyle that fits the woman you are today, not the woman you used to be. It's like giving yourself permission to update, to refresh, to evolve without letting go of your natural beauty. A chic layered bob isn't about looking younger. It's about feeling current, confident, and comfortable in your own skin. And sometimes that one simple change is all you need to feel beautifully in tune with yourself again. The soft pixie with volume. A soft pixie with volume is the kind of hairstyle that feels like a gentle breath of fresh air, especially when you've reached a stage in life where comfort, ease, and natural beauty matter more than ever before. Many women over 60 reach a point where they're tired of spending too much time styling heavy layers or fighting with hair that no longer behaves the same way it used to. A soft pixie with volume offers something incredibly freeing. It brings lightness, movement, and a youthful shape without trying too hard or looking overstyled. This style lifts the face, opens the eyes, and instantly softens your whole expression by removing weight from the sides and adding natural height at the crown. That little bit of lift at the top may seem small, but it changes everything. It makes your features look more awake, your jawline appear more defined, and your overall presence feel brighter. What makes the soft pixie so special is how forgiving and adaptable it is. It works beautifully with fine hair that needs help looking fuller, and it also balances thick hair that tends to fall flat or feel bulky. It respects your natural texture instead of fighting it, letting soft waves, gentle bends, or subtle straightness all blend into a shape that feels effortless and real. And because it's soft, not sharp or spiky, it doesn't come across as harsh or masculine. It has a feminine, airy glow that feels elegant and modern at the same time. Many women worry that cutting their hair short will make them look older, but the truth is the opposite. The wrong length ages you, not the shortness. A long bob that drags the face down, or a medium cut that sits too heavy at the sides can make you feel tired even on your best days. But a soft pixie removes that tiredness and replaces it with lightness, energy, and clarity. Another beautiful thing about this hairstyle is how low maintenance it is. You don't need complicated products or heat tools. Just a small amount of lightweight mousse or volumizing spray at the roots can help keep the shape lifted all day. You can wake up, smooth it with your fingers, and walk out the door feeling put together in seconds. It also gives you the confidence that your hair isn't overwhelming your features anymore. It frames your face gently instead of taking attention away from it. For many women, choosing a soft pixie becomes symbolic of a new chapter, letting go of old expectations, releasing the pressure to look a certain way, and embracing a version of yourself that feels comfortable, authentic, and beautifully uncomplicated. It's not just a haircut. It's a choice to lighten your life a little, to feel fresh again, and to celebrate the strength and elegance you carry naturally. The soft pixie with volume reminds you that beauty doesn't disappear. It simply evolves, becoming softer, truer, and more meaningful with time. Shoulder-length hair with face framing layers is one of those styles that feels almost comforting the moment you try it, because it brings together softness, movement, and a very natural kind of beauty that never looks forced. Many women reach a point where their hair starts to feel heavy, flat, or a little too stale, and that's when this cut becomes a quiet but powerful solution. It sits at that perfect length, where the hair still feels long enough to be feminine and flowing, but short enough to stay manageable, light, and easy to style. What makes it special are the gentle, customized layers around the face. These layers don't shout for attention. Instead, they quietly highlight your best features by drawing focus upward, naturally lifting your expression and creating a soft frame that balances your face shape. Whether your jawline has softened over the years or your cheekbones have become more defined, these layers settle around your face in a way that feels supportive, almost like they're working with you rather than against you. And one of the most wonderful things about this haircut is how forgiving it is. Even on days when you don't have the time or energy to style it, the layers create a built-in sense of movement that makes the hair look alive and refreshed, not stiff or weighed down. You can wear it straight and smooth for a clear look, add a bit of bend or wave for more softness, or simply let it fall naturally and it still looks intentional. It also adapts beautifully to changing textures, whether your hair is thinning, becoming more delicate, or gaining more silver strands. Shoulder-length cuts help the hair appear fuller without needing heavy styling, and the face-framing pieces prevent the overall look from feeling too square or too round. They soften, they contour, and they subtly open up the face so your natural expression feels brighter. This style also works wonderfully with glasses, earrings, and scars because the layers create a gentle outline around the face rather than hiding your features. And as you move through this stage of life, there's something emotional about finding a hairstyle that feels like it understands you. Not something trying to make you look younger, not something overly trendy, but something that matches your confidence, maturity, and the calm wisdom you've earned. A shoulder-length cut with face-framing layers doesn't change who you are. It highlights who you've become. It gives you the freedom to look polished without effort, to feel light without losing length, and to express your personal style in a way that feels timeless. It's a haircut that supports you on busy days, lifts you on tired days, and gently reminds you that beauty doesn't have to shout to be noticed. Sometimes the most flattering styles are the ones that feel like home, and this is exactly that kind of haircut. Simple, graceful, and beautifully in tune with the woman you are today. Avoid long, heavy, one-length hair. Long, heavy, one-length hair can feel comforting because it's familiar. But as we get older, this style often works against us in ways we don't notice at first. Hair naturally becomes finer, flatter, and sometimes more fragile with age. And when all of the weight is sitting at one single length, it pulls everything downward: your face, your features, and even your energy. You may find yourself constantly adjusting your hair, brushing it back, or wondering why your reflection looks tired, even on days when you feel perfectly fine inside. The truth is, long, unlayered hair can unintentionally highlight things you don't want highlighted. It draws the eye vertically, making the face look longer or heavier around the jaw and neck area. And the lack of movement can make your hairstyle appear stiff instead of soft and youthful. This kind of haircut also tends to separate down the middle or bunch up on the sides, which can exaggerate thinning or make the ends look dry and uneven. What makes it even harder is that many women hold on to long hair because it reminds them of how they looked in their 30s or 40s, when the same length felt lively, polished, and effortless. But as life changes, our hair changes with it, and the styles that once made us feel beautiful don't always keep giving us that same spark. There is nothing wrong with loving long hair, but it's important to ask yourself a gentle question. Does it still represent the woman you are today? If it doesn't, that doesn't mean you need to cut everything short. Even small adjustments like soft layers, face framing pieces, or removing bulk from the bottom can transform how your hair moves and how your features appear. A little shaping can add lift, make your cheekbones stand out again, and give your hair the natural flow it might be missing. Letting go of heavy one-length hair is not about looking younger for others. It's about feeling lighter for yourself. It's about creating a style that moves with you instead of weighing you down. When your hair has shape, softness, and intention, it can bring back a sense of brightness that you may not even realize has faded. You deserve a hairstyle that reflects your confidence, your experience, and the beauty you've earned over time. Sometimes the smallest change can bring you back into alignment with how vibrant you truly are inside. And that feeling shows in every step you take. If you've been holding on to long, heavy hair out of habit, comfort, or fear of change, just remember that your hair should support you, not work against you. And letting go of what no longer serves you might be the first step towards seeing yourself in a new, refreshing, uplifting way again. Avoid severe slicked back and over-teased styles. Many women reach a point where they want their hair to look clean, lifted, or youthful, and that often leads to two extremes: the very slicked back look or the overly teased high-volume style. At first, these might feel like quick fixes. One pulls the hair tight for a polished effect, and the other pushes the hair up for fullness. But as we move into our 50s, 60s, and beyond, these extremes can end up doing the opposite of what we hope. A severely slicked back style can make the face appear sharper, harder, and more exposed than we intend. It pulls all the softness away, highlighting every line, every shadow, and every natural change in the skin. Instead of looking sleek, it often looks harsh, giving a strict or tired expression even on days when you feel bright and full of life. On the other side, over-teased hair can make you feel like you're trying too hard, adding unnecessary height that doesn't blend naturally with your features. Instead of lifting your appearance, it can create a heavy, outdated shape that pulls attention to the hair rather than your face. Many women choose these styles out of habit. They once worked beautifully, maybe years ago when trends were different and hair texture was fuller. But with time, hair becomes finer, softer, and more delicate. And these old techniques start clashing with who you are now. And that's the emotional part. Hair should support the woman you've become, not the version you used to be. You've lived through experiences, lessons, and seasons of life that have shaped you into someone wiser, calmer, and more grounded. A severe slicked back or a big teased crown doesn't express that. It hides it. The real beauty now comes from styles that feel balanced, natural, and gently structured. Looks that frame your features instead of overpowering them. Choosing softer lift at the roots, relaxed volume around the crown, and movement that feels effortless can instantly make you look more open, warm, and confident. It's not about getting up polish or volume. It's about choosing versions of them that align with who you are today. Let your hair reflect the softness you've earned, the confidence you carry, and the grace that comes with age. When you avoid these extreme styles and move toward more natural, blended shapes, you'll notice how much lighter, fresher, and more your appearance feels. Hair should never make you look strict, tired, or stuck in an old era. It should celebrate your present moment. And the truth is, embracing softer, modern styling doesn't just make you look better, it makes you feel better. Because you're finally allowing your hair to match the woman you've beautifully grown into. Summary and practical next steps. When you take a step back and look at everything we've discussed, the message is simple. Your haircut should make your life easier, not harder. A bob can be one of the most flattering styles for women over 60, but only when it's shaped, parted, and maintained in a way that supports your natural features instead of working against them. The first practical step is to really look at how your hair behaves. Pay attention to your natural part, where your hair naturally falls when it's wet or freshly washed. That direction holds the secret to the most flattering shape for your face. Instead of fighting your hair every morning, work with it. If your bob feels heavy, bulky, or too round on the sides, choose a softer, more controlled shape instead of the stiff or overly layered one. If your ends look thick, blunt, and lifeless, switch to ends that gently curve inward to bring softness back to your jawline. If your bob feels flat at the crown, talk to your stylist about adding subtle lift, not heavy chop. The next step is maintenance. Even with a great cut, a bob needs trimming every 6 to 8 weeks to keep its shape, especially if you want it to stay modern and fresh. Letting it grow out too long can instantly make it lose that lightweight, elegant feeling you want. Another practical step is to simplify your daily routine. You don't need complicated products, just a lightweight styling cream or mousse to give your bob movement without weighing it down. Use a round brush or a simple smoothing brush to control the ends so they gently curve toward your face. And remember, small adjustments can make a big difference. Shifting your part slightly, softening the front pieces, trimming just half an inch, or adjusting the volume at the crown can transform how your bob frames your face. Emotionally, the biggest step is giving yourself permission to evolve. Sometimes we hold on to the same haircut for years because it used to look good, or because we're afraid of change. But you deserve a style that supports the woman you are today. Confident, experienced, and beautifully self-aware. Updating your bob is not about looking younger. It's about looking like the best version of yourself right now. Don't be afraid to experiment slowly. Try gentle changes, or work with a stylist who understands the features of women over 60. If a cut doesn't feel right, adjust it. Your hair is not fixed. It's a living part of you that can always be reshaped. So your next steps are simple. Choose a part that follows your hair's natural direction. Select a bob shape that softens your face. Keep your ends controlled but not heavy. Maintain your cut regularly and let go of the fear of trying small changes. Each step brings you closer to a bob that feels light, flattering, and fully aligned with who you are today. Final thoughts. When you reach this stage in life, something shifts inside you. Quietly, gently, but powerfully. You start realizing that everything you've lived through has shaped you into a woman with wisdom, depth, and a presence that cannot be taught or copied. And when it comes to your style, especially your hair, it's no longer about trends, pressure, or trying to look like someone else. It becomes about honoring the woman you've grown into. These choices, your hair color, your cut, the way it frames your face, are not just about appearance. They reflect your story, your confidence, and your comfort in your own skin. Many women don't give themselves credit for how much strength they've carried, how many changes they've adapted to, and how beautifully they've evolved. That's why your style matters, not because it needs to impress anyone, but because you deserve to look in the mirror and feel aligned with the person you are today. You deserve to feel light, refreshed, lifted, and proud of the reflection looking back at you. And the truth is, the right hair choices can make you feel more energized, more open, and even more youthful, not by trying to look younger, but by allowing your natural features to shine without distraction. Your hair should support your grace, not hide it. It should highlight your eyes, your smile, your expression, the softness you've earned, and the confidence you've built. If something in your current style feels heavy, outdated, or simply not you anymore, that's not a failure. It's just a sign that you're growing again. This life stage is not about giving up beauty. It's about redefining it in a way that feels true and effortless. And every woman deserves that. So, as you move forward, give yourself permission to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Old habits, old cuts, old colors, old ideas about what beauty should look like. Welcome styles that feel lighter, kinder, more balanced, and more flattering for the woman you are now. You've earned the right to make choices that honor your comfort, your elegance, and your individuality. Your journey hasn't been simple, and neither should your style be a burden. Think of your hair as a quiet way of saying, "This is who I am today, strong, refined, and beautifully myself." And every small improvement you make, every adjustment that brings you closer to the look you truly love, becomes another step in embracing your identity with pride. No matter your age, you deserve to feel beautiful in a way that is natural, dignified, and deeply your own. And that is the timeless truth you carry with you, always. Thank you for watching that video on Timeless Wisdom Path. If you found the information helpful, feel free to check out more content on the channel for senior style, hair guidance, and practical tips that make everyday choices easier. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you'd like to stay connected and keep learning with us. Your support helps the channel grow and allows me to bring more useful videos your way. I'll see you in the next one.